All right. So if you guys remember from the last session,
Hmm.
after you guys had wrapped up with everything that you needed to with Cinder, she was recovered, and everything with the letters, you decided to follow up on a lead, going to the one and only Big Ralph's Bingo in the Dock Wars.
We were very successful.
Big Ralph's Bingo was quite the hot destination you guys found, Junior, from The Sopranos. Big Ralph himself, a very tired older gentleman that charged you 1 copper to participate in the bingo tournament. Um, and I love the notes.
Every time.
Every time.
And a mouse that liked to eat the paper. Jerome, a very intense bingo player, and Linda, who baked the pies.
That did not have drugs in them.
Definitely did not have drugs in them. You guys desperately tried to ask these members of the bingo hall about what was going on in the dark, seedy underbelly of the crime.
Yeah.
In the laboratories as well.
There's the guy shitting his brains out. I do remember that.
Asking Junior from The Sopranos if he was connected to the wax worms, and if Jerome, the bingo enthusiast, if he had anything to do with possibly the Timberborns or the wax worms. Unfortunately, none of these people really had many connections to anything other than this bingo hall. Kythos.
Can I ask just a quick question,
Yeah,
James?
go ahead.
Say, like, we hypothetically roll a nat 20 on these things, and like your dungeon master design is like literally unless they roll a 20, this character is not going to be forward progressing with the story. Is that kind of how this works in general, or even if we get a
like
20?
rolled a nat 20 on what exactly? Like
Like,
you
say
can
we-
roll a nat 20, it's not going to manifest something impossible into your hand.
Okay, so that's my question. Where it's like we ask the pie maker, like, "Are you connected to the waxworms?" And then we roll a 20 on persuasion, and then does that make them all of a sudden connected, or it's like predestined that some of these people are just not going to be connected?
I mean, it really does depend on how kind of like off track you are. Like a little peek behind the screen is if you guys are just sniffing up the wrong, tree. I will make one of these characters just say, well, you know what? I don't know the Waxworms personally, but my cousin that works down the street will possibly have something that you can use to get into the Waxworms' secret dealings.
I
Wait a
got
minute,
it.
guys, I got it. We got to go back to Big Ralph's.
Guys, I think the park has some secrets that we need to go to. I think we need to go back over to the Druid in the park.
You don't know what you're doing. Don't encourage us.
That makes sense.
So it's not like I'll make something impossible happen, but like I will with a nat 20 if it has nothing really to do with the story, like I'll let you have it. Like if you want to roll, it's like is there a Waffle House nearby? I'll make ye old House de Waffel down the street.
Mhm.
But it really does depend.
Okay. Cool.
But so Kythos went into the bathroom and interacted with a very shitty individual, to put it lightly. One that he would later intimidate by threatening to throw 1,000 volts of guiding bolt energy up his asshole. And Roland desperately tried to stare and intimidate his way into the back room of the pie dealership. After assaulting one of the doormen and then asking why they wouldn't let him in, he sat down and let Pyrite instead take a crack at it. Pyrite was able to get in, which he realized that the quote-unquote pie business out of the back of the bingo hall was, in fact, a pie business in the back of the bingo hall that sold illegal pies. And he got his hands on a sand pie and a coconut pie, which was Oglar's favorite.
I bought 2 of one type. Hold up. Let me check what my inventory is.
Who won bingo? Wasn't it Max?
I think
I'm
Max
sorry.
did.
It was.
I have 2 coconut pies and 1 sand pie.
One sand pie.
I don't know this Max fella, but
after an intense series of cheating, underhandedness, and just kind of like, you know, maximizing bingo strategies, y'all were able to thwart Jerome in winning bingo, and Kythos was able to successfully fill out his bingo sheet, and Jerome collapsed in a heap of defeat. After which, you guys had decided to wrap up and leave Big Ralph's bingo. So here y'all are now. It is fairly late in the evening. It is probably like 8, 9 o'clock, possibly a little bit later. Pyrite, you have these new pies. Everyone else is, you know, just kind of like recovering from the events that transpired in this bingo hall. You feel the cool sea breeze blowing through the air. A lot of these shops are closing up for the night. You see like a tavern spills out. And let me get y'all the map.
Stream time.
Yep. So y'all see is like a tavern spills out into the street. Some drunk people are walking by. A couple of them try to like come up to you and like, you know, ask you if you're going over to the flop. Like one of them goes up. Obviously just like had way too many rums in them. He's like, "Hey guys, you look like you guys have a lot of fun. Come with me over to the flop. We're gonna be partying the whole night long. Come on!" And he like he goes down the street and you see him trip over a barrel and he just like falls and eats shit.
I'm gonna sneak up and try and pickpocket him.
Okay.
I haven't done that in a hot
I'm
minute.
gonna elbow Kythos and say, "Heh, talk about the flop, huh? Huh?"
that was a good one.
Should I roll for stealth?
Just he's incapacitated.
All right. Well, I'm definitely looting his body.
All right.
Wow, look at Roland over here, not helping his fellow man, just looting a fucking unconscious dude.
You get 1 copper.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Hey, we can play bingo again.
Worth. Turn around, boys.
Big Ralph is standing at the doorway.
No, you ain't coming back in here.
No, the bingo is closed down. We have to renovate the bathroom. It is quite torn up. And you see like the shit man that's getting taken out by the 2 guys that were guarding the back door. It's like, what is the charge? What is the charge? Shitting in a bathroom? A succulent Ralphian bathroom?
Poor guy.
This is Monarchy Manifest. Get your hands off my penis.
Princess Shamishir, we'll hear about this. And he's taken away. But Big Ralph, like he's like closing up shop. He's like, it's not the best night for bingo. Seems like a lot of craziers are out.
Yeah, you're
You know,
telling us.
I whispered to Pyrite. I whispered to Pyrite. I'm like, you know, if only people had their own plumbing indoors at their own residences. But we may be a little far out from that kind of idea manifesting.
You
Cool.
don't have a toilet in your house?
I've lived on the sea. The ocean is my
Toilet?
my litter box, if you will.
What is a litter
Well,
box?
I won't, but you might.
Huh. I want to look for more drunks to pickpocket.
So you notice that like one of the bars that is like kind of like closing down, is actually like, so right up the way. So Big Ralph's Bingo, if you look at the map, is kind of like right here in like the lower right hand side of the dock ward. There is another tavern that's kind of smaller up down the end of this street, and all the drunks are kind of pouring out of there.
Sweet. And that's on the path back to the place we're going.
Well, so where are you guys going? Do you want to like check out the tavern?
If I remember correctly,
over this way.
I think because right now Oglar's back at the brothel, and we've been given specific instructions not to try to interrupt him there. And I don't want to get in between him and whatever flower he's with tonight. So I think we should just head back to our hotel, rest up, and then meet him at the flop in the morning.
I agree with that.
I agree, and we can walk back while I look for some easy targets.
All right.
And then I'm gonna elbow Kaithos and be like, man, you should be maybe thinking about other ways to make money, right? With all that debt.
Luckily, there's no
Turkey
interest on that.
sandwich.
Wacky.
One of the people that walks by, he kind of laughs as he hears debt. He's like,
Turkey Slurpee.
broke.
Is that person that laughed at me around like if I were to render him unconscious and take his money, would other people see that?
You gotta get good at pickpocketing, mate.
What do you want to do?
The guy that laughed at me, I want to literally like James Bond, knock him unconscious, basically.
You're gonna assault the man.
But my question are there people around that would see this happen?
There is like a handful of people walking around. Yes.
Can I hey man, you're so funny? Can I guide him to a dark alley so no one sees him?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Hey, 1 sec. All right, got a 8. Not my best.
How about you work on those talking skills, bud?
I'm just gonna ignore him. I'm gonna be like, you're probably right, dude.
I would
I
would charge you for some lessons, but I don't think I would make a return on that.
And this guy's a random drunk, right? This isn't somebody that's also walking out of the bingo hall.
It's just some guy.
I'm gonna ignore him.
You're talking to the bingo champion of the night here. I'd watch your fucking tone, mister.
Oh,
Give him
big bingo hall coming in then. Oh, you'd definitely be able to pay for at least a lesson from one of those drunks that passed over on the barrel over there.
Yeah, that's right. He could. But he's not going to. Because we have better things to do.
Well,
Go on, let's go.
congratulations.
Don't give him any more attention.
I'm walking away. I'm literally I'm not even looking at him. I'm just walking away.
You hear the laughs echo in the night as you turn away.
Sorry.
Anyways, as you guys start walking up the road, you actually see a familiar face leaving this bar at the end of the street. He's completely red. One of his overall bibs is undone. And you see, he has a bucket that's caught on his foot. And you see it is, in fact, Swabby, who is fallen out of the doorway.
Captain!
and he straightens himself up as he sees y'all, and he rubs his eyes, and he's like, "Oh, my mates, what took you so long?" And he goes up to y'all.
Wabe, how's it hanging?
Kaithos, my friend, come in. And he takes you up in a big hug.
Oh, I give him a couple taps on the back.
You smell like strong whiskey on this guy's breath.
Are you drinking that tropical rum? I ate ya.
Oh, Kaithos, you know how it is on the high seas. When you get on land, you try and get the best that they can offer.
I couldn't have said it better myself. A man's only as good as the quality of his rum. Ain't that right, Roland and Pyrite?
Yeah, I don't
That's what
want
I'm
to.
always saying.
I don't want to get near the drunk captain, so I'm like kind of side shuffling as I give a thumbs up.
R'Lon, get over here. Let me introduce you over to Suave.
We've met. Yeah.
We've met several times.
Yeah. In fact, we're doing this whole thing to save him, and he's getting drunk out here.
No.
Well,
We're saving Captain Aaron.
Oh no, I'm perfectly fine. Yeah,
Oh,
you're,
sorry,
you're
sorry.
not saving me.
Yeah.
-1 RP.
Negative inspiration. No notes taken.
Oh.
Nah. But he's so Suave. He like looks to all of y'all and is like, "Fuck, guys! There's a big old. I came from this drinking competition that are having in there. It's quite something. There's a guy that really can hold his liquor.
Did you happen to catch his name?
Can you now?
He's gonna roll a history. He is with disadvantage because he is fucking
Slob.
wasted.
Wasted.
That's a negative. That is a 1. Pardon me. He kind of.
It was a girl.
He rubs his chin. He's like, I don't know. It seemed like he was just a big fella.
Huh.
I could have
Yeah.
sworn he was a giant.
You know what that means? Because he rolled a 1 and he says it's a giant, it's probably some small dude like half core or some shit.
All right. Well, I think we might as
Come
well
on,
check
guys!
this
I'm not
out.
done drinking. I was just stepping outside to get a little bit of air. You come on in. And you see
Right,
that, like,
right. Are
you see like the back of his
competing in the
pants.
competition?
Wait, what? Wait, what'd you say?
Are you competing in the competition?
Oh no, I was just kind of participating in the revelry around it.
All right.
How much does it cost to enter said competition?
As much as it costs for a drink.
You're in jet. Timmy,
I will happily spectate. I'm a little I got a little
Yeah.
bit of an upset stomach, but I'll definitely cheer you on, my good man Suave.
Yeah, fellas, I think this is worth checking out.
Oh yeah. Who knows
I mean,
what
I'm sure
kind
that
of
there's some Timberborn activity going on in here.
and the fellow bingo trio could, meet this next drinking champion. Maybe make some friendships there.
Right.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
we
there's
just
more.
tear up the whole fishing district. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
This will prove more successful than the bingo
Make
hall.
them remember the
Really.
last resort.
Lead the
So,
way, Suave.
Kaithas, I forgot to mention that, like, at the end of the bingo, when you won bingo, Big Ralph did come by with a little paper crown,
Oh yeah.
and he gave it to you.
Hold up.
Do not post the Burger King guy. Do not post the Burger King guy on the plane. Do not post the Burger King guy on the plane.
It's not the same.
I could maybe get this bingo crown appraised, if you know what I mean. Maybe make a pretty penny.
Oh, Your Highness! And Suave like bows down in reverie.
Oh, no, please, no need for such formalities, Suave. On your feet.
The king of the bingo hall. I can't believe I'm in the presence of such greatness.
Suave, would you happen to know any bingo fans in this drinking competition? Maybe somebody that wants to purchase this crown for their own?
Someone that wants
From
to
Big
stroke
Ralph's.
that ego.
Oh, of course. Big Ralph is a big hit around these parts. All of the East Dock loves hanging around Big Ralph's. I don't know why, but they always come by and they're always very happy.
Okay, well, maybe I'll do a little auction with some fellow friends over here on the dock.
Let me show you
All
inside.
right.
Let me show you inside. And
course.
Swabby like stumbles back into the building. As you guys enter, you see the outside of the building. It's a wooden tavern. The flop was a brick and stonework tavern, a little bit bigger, a little bit more sturdy. This one's smaller, made out of like reclaimed like ship parts. So some of them are covered in like old barnacles and have like stains on them. But it's held up pretty decently. The sign on the outside is a brass hammered horse with a sea tail, like a fish tail, and the name is the Silky Selkie.
Ooh.
Cool.
So, as you guys enter in, you follow Swabby. He guides you into the door. Inside, you see a very raucous scene. A large, the tables in the middle have been arranged in a circle, and a crowd of people like standing on tables, sitting on chairs, wandering around, like stumbling over each other, are all around this center of the center part of the room. You see at the end in the tavern or at the bar, like constantly getting like talked to, harassed by like the patrons, is like one like halfling bartender who like he has to like stand up on boxes to get like to the higher shelves. And he's like running around, like polishing glasses, trying to fill up as much drinks as he can as people take him over to the center part. And you guys hear the music playing. Someone has brought out like a harmonica. Someone else has brought out like a little lute, and they're just playing some jaunty tunes as all this goes on. Swabby like gestures his arm around, and he's like, "Aye, this has quickly become one of my favorite watering holes. The flop can get a little bit too intimate. Aye, that's just me, Kaithos." And he takes you up in another hug.
I'm okay. So I'm gonna be wearing my paper crown this whole time while I'm in here, and I'm gonna do just like a general sizing up the room and just see if anybody's like eyeing my crown a little bit much.
So do a real quick investigation check.
All right. I got two things that I want to do. One is that, and then another thing I'll talk about.
Good.
9.
9. Okay, so you can't really see. Like, a lot of the people are just like they're drunk off their mind. Just stumbling around. So any like glances that you might get are probably just like you wayward glances. Like someone might be looking up at you,
Sure.
like, "Oh my god, who's the guy with the hat?"
Yeah. All right, so the next thing I was thinking of doing was going over to the bartender that clearly looks overworked and just like, like I don't know if one person will be able to do this kind of stuff. And I wanted to volunteer for maybe payment if I could help him at the bar and see if I could, maybe some of the people tipping, being like, "Oh, look at that crown. Oh my gosh." So I was going to go talk to the bartender and see if I can make a little indentured servitude with payment kind of thing going on.
So over at the bar, you see that this halfling, he has like slick back hair and like a really thin mustache and like tiny glasses that sit on the end of his nose. The people that are like leaning up against the bar, there's like 2 of them. They're older, like middle-aged humans with like curly hair. One of them has blonde hair, but they both have like striped blue and white handkerchiefs around their necks. And they're leaning up against the bar. One of them goes, "Hey Pete, how about you hurry up with those rums, huh? Yeah, the guys are getting kind of thirsty over there, Pete. How about you give us a little bit of a discount before we decide to take it ourselves, huh?" And Pete's like,
Pete, so I go up to the bar and I kind of go like, "Pete, you just found your best coworker in the world that's gonna help take care of all these hungry and thirsty customers."
"Roll a persuasion check."
Surely this will go well.
14.
14.
I'm not.
So these guys that are talking to Pete, they really don't give a shit. They see you walk up and they're like, "Well, you just found your best coworker," all this other sort of stuff. One of them like just looks at you, hands like just like shoves 2 empty like tankards into your hands. Like, "Perfect. Hopefully now it can actually come out on time." And he takes like some trash and like throws it behind the bar.
I like, with
"All right, come
like,
on, Bluey, get mixing."
with like professionalism and grace, I kind of like just kind of. I assume there's like a trash can nearby or something. I just take the trash and throw it away, and I'm like, right away, sir. I'll get your drink right in, nice and ready for you. And I look over to Pete. I'll be like, no trouble at all. As long as this is a paid work, I'm happy to relieve some of the stress of a happy hour for you.
So Pete,
My name's Kythos.
And so Pete just kind of looks at you like with a mix of like relief, confusion, and just kind of like defeat.
I know, Pete. You didn't think that the bingo champion would be helping you out on a busy day like today, but just like bingo has taught me, the world is full of surprises.
Yes, we have royalty back behind the bar. He's going to be serving drinks up to you, and you. And he points to Swabby, Kythos, and Swabby, Pyrite, and Roland that are just standing there.
The ego on this one.
Step on up. Now we have twice the hands for the thirsty patrons. And he just
twice the hands, double the booze. Am I right, Pete?
Yes, indeed. And he just like really quickly starts getting the spouts going.
Yeah, I help him in any way. I just like model his example. If he has trouble lifting stuff on the top shelf, I go up there and help out, or cleaning glasses, making his work a little bit easier.
All right,
but
go ahead and roll a performance check. I would say a performance or like a acrobatics.
Okay, both are +2, so I'll just do performance. 10.
You're pretty okay, Barback. You're not doing anything like special. Like it's basically just what an extra set of hands would do if you had never touched a bar packing before in your life.
Yeah.
But
hey, better than nothing. Am I right, Pete?
Yep. Yep. Sure are.
I take the crown and I put it on his head, and then I look at all the drinkers and be like, to Pete! Like raising my hand, like, kind of like a toast or something.
Roll a charisma check.
Okay. Where is charisma? Oh, +4 on charisma. This should be good. 5. No one gives a shit.
This should be good. Wait a minute. Is that a nat 1?
Is that a nat 1?
+4, so 5.
No, but it's a nat 1 though, isn't it?
Was
you
that
not
just
get the
a
modifier?
straight up nat 1?
Yeah, no. Nat 1s and nat 20s supersede like any of the modifiers. So.
Oh, it does? I didn't know that.
So when you said this should be good, and I was thinking in my head like this is gonna be bad, that's what happened.
All right,
Fucking
so I
goes
indeed
so
get
quiet.
a 1. No one likes Pete. I gently take the crown back and put it back on my
Bar
head.
goes so quiet, and they like everyone that's in the middle like looks over at you, and it's like the music stops. Like it's basically like a record scratch moment,
Oh my god.
and like
Anyway,
brother, this guy stinks.
I'm sorry about that, Pete. I'll get right back to cleaning the glasses.
Thanks, Kythos. Appreciate it. But leave the announcements to the professionals, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
So you guys go ahead and do that. Pyrite, Kythos, or Pyrite Roland, what do you guys
I want to look around for the drinking competition and see like who are the competitors in that.
So Swabby takes you over, and like in the middle, it's a very thick crowd. You see like some dudes are like falling over outside of the ring, and they just like they roll over a table, and they either vomit or they start snoring. But since you're a little bit shorter, you're not able to actually like see your way into the drinking competition. But Swabby kind of like he grabs you by like your sides, and he's like, you don't mind, do you? It seems like you're trying to get a view.
Oh, with you, Swabby, who could mind?
Oh, looks like Kaithos is not the only one with the hat on today, and he puts you on his shoulders. So over, like, on top of Swabby's shoulders, you're able to get enough height. You're almost coming into contact with the ceiling at this point, but you see over this crowd there is a man, probably the one that was described by Swabby. He has a fine vest on that looks like it's black leather, a similar striped handkerchief tied around his neck, and a shock of orange hair and extremely hairy arms. He seems to be the one, like, he can take like a whole tankard. He could probably take 2 in one hand if he wanted to, and this guy is like throwing them back. Like, every single time someone like steps over to like out chug him, he like calls them out, like calls them over, and like there's just no stopping to the flow. And you hear, like, as you get like above the crowd, you're able to see like kind of the sources of whoever's talking and who's like making like those comments, and the guy in the middle just keeps on. He seems like he has a lot of people that are surrounding him, so it's like, you know, some of the people that are coming up to drink are like townies, maybe other sailors, but the people that are around this guy in the middle all have that same striped bandana. And the guy in the middle, he says, "Is anybody gonna step up and finally put me under? Anyone at all?"
So I want to try to remember back if I've seen these striped bandanas before, and I'm specifically thinking of when I was at like the Timberborn facility, like the fish gutting place.
So roll a history with advantage, since you know what you're kind of trying to look for.
Second one was a nat 20.
A nat 20. So you know, with a nat 20 history check, you know that not only do these bandanas match those of the Timberborns, like almost everybody in the fish processing plant had those same handkerchiefs, but also that oh Jesus, what was his name?
Anais?
Anais, yeah.
Anus, yeah.
Anais
That guy
had orange hair.
Okay, yeah, that was going to be the second thing that I asked. All right, great. So this is... I'm going to step out on a limb here and just yell out, Oglar! Oglar Timberborn!
And as you say that, like, almost like the Red Sea parts, people like kind of like
hop down from
stand to
Swabby's.
the side.
I'll hop down from Swabby's shoulders and I'll walk right up to him. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna go, Oglar, I'm here on a mission from your brother Anais. He sent me here to outdrink you.
Anais sent somebody to make me have a fun time. and some of his cronies like start joining in and laughing, like, and he kind of holds up his hand. Enough. And he puts like a really big meaty finger in your chest, and he's like, "You wouldn't be able to hold half of what I've already drunken tonight, let alone enough to put me under."
See, those are some pretty strong words, but
what's some pretty strong words? You bringing out my brother's name and my name on this night. No one brings up the Timberborns uninvited unless they're coming to pay their dues.
Sorry.
Oh, well, I'll pay my dues, but I think first we're gonna get some drinks.
perfect. I hear they just got a new bartender.
I heard that too. I'll look over and be like, "Hey, blue guy, we're gonna need some new drinks over here, and make mine strong." And I want to like wink at Kythos.
No, I totally understand what Pyrite's going. You got it, boss. A strong one for the laddie.
So go ahead and describe to me what you're planning on doing.
Who, me or Pyrite?
What is this? What is this wink?
I don't want my drinks very strong.
I totally understand that. Like,
Okay. All right.
It's no problem.
Okay.
I was actually thinking of slipping some like poison into the other dude's drink.
I
but
won't-
I don't know.
no.
If that's going too
No,
far.
we need this guy.
Listen,
Don't.
I won't let you. I won't make you
Okay.
roll for deception or anything like that.
I wanna like look at Kythos and be like, and I think Oglar should be the regular amount of strong.
A healthy amount of strong.
Make mine stronger.
Okay, you don't gotta tell me twice, buddy. I quickly get the drinks ready for our two.
I can have mine as just twice as strong as this guy's.
Oh, I hear what you're
And I
saying,
can
buddy.
drink twice as much as this guy. I'm 8 times the size. I can drink twice as much.
Oh, you don't gotta convince me. I'll get those drinks ready
That's
on the
some pretty
double.
impressive math there.
See, I'm a freak of nature. When you go up against me and Samoa Joe at SummerSlam, you have a 3.2% chance of winning.
Who's Samoa Joe? A random person shouts from the crowd.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, what's a SummerSlam?
Roland gets powerbombed through the table. His stare remains unblinking.
Hey, keep the bar fighting outside, fellas. Those are some good quality tables. Am I right, Steve?
Somebody throws a tankard at you.
I duck under the bar counter and get back to making drinks.
As we get this set up, Roland, is there anything specific you want to do? You've been very quiet.
It's a mix. I want to look around and just see if I can find suspicious activity, a la what I thought was at the pie, illegal pie factory area in the back. I'm gonna look for something like that. Or if I can't find anybody that's suspicious, my second default will be looking for some easy pickpocket targets because, as far as I'm concerned, I'm ready for bed.
I'm gonna just let you know now. This is a big old drinking party with a bunch of lowlives. They're not really going to be doing much other than drinking.
Well, it's for the thrill of it.
The thrill of the look.
The thrill of the pickpocket. I mean, if
Exactly.
they're not suspicious, but I still want to roll. I still want to roll and see if they're suspicious at all. Like if I notice anybody in the crowd that's like not a low life, like somebody that like almost doesn't belong here, kind of like us in a way.
Yeah, roll an investigation. This is going to be a pretty high check.
It's +0. Let's see what happens. Okay, 19.
Oh.
Okay. Is it a +0 though?
Yeah, it's a +0. It's not a nat 20. It's just 19.
You're looking around.
Flat.
A lot of the folks are they're carrying on. So like, I'll let you have with a 19 investigation that if you decide to pickpocket any of them, you will have advantage on your stealth checks.
Okay, well that's really good actually. All right, then
Just to
let's.
metagame a little bit.
No, that's fine because I'm assuming in you saying that I didn't notice anybody that looks story related, right? No waxworms, no timberborns, no anything like that. Like everybody here is just like partying and meant to party. Anybody that wants to be here wants to be drunk and have a fun time. That being said, I'm now defaulting to I want to find the person with the biggest coin sack, and I'm looking for them bulges, you know.
Looking for them
Homosexual
gonna say, it's
rigmarole.
Bulges? Why are you saying bulges? Why you want to reach on my bulge?
I'm just trying to lighten your load. You know?
Lighten my load.
Take off some of, yeah, take
Why
off
the
some of
fuck
your
is-
load.
Why the fuck, whenever you go and pickpocket somebody, you gotta bring up this homosexual rigmarole?
Yeah, I'm
Roll
looking-
another. I'd say an insight check.
Insight. Okay. It's like right above that. Why am I freaking out? 16. That's
16
14 plus 2.
You can. So a lot of these folks are either like poor dock workers, maybe like they've already spent a lot of their money on drinks, like, you know, so far. You can see that like 2 or 3 of the folks that are near Oglar are like captains of the waxworms. They would probably have the most cash on them.
Wait, captains of the waxworms?
Oh, pardon me. The Timberborns, my bad.
Okay.
Slip of the tongue.
I was about to say,
No.
they're waxworms, motherfuckers. I don't think I'm
All
gonna
right,
go.
that's it. We're not drinking.
Yeah, I would say I'm not
anymore.
gonna stealth them. I think I'm gonna take their shit and then stab them in the neck if they were that. Timberborns were like kind of neutral with, and I don't really want to go fucking up that. But while oh my god, why am I blanking on the name? Holy shit. I've actually forgotten Andrew's character name. What the fuck? It's
Pyrite?
Kythos Orlon Pirate.
Pyrite.
Okay, Pirate. I'm gonna say, well, Pirate's in the competition. I want to see if I can take advantage of the distraction and use those stealth advantages to pickpocket one, if not both, of the captains for the money, depending on how much money there is. Because I don't want to sour the deal if we piss off the Timberborns and stuff goes wrong.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started with the drinking competition itself. So, Pyrite, you step up and you sit down at the table. You're staring down this behemoth of a man. I will have 2 checks. If you want to have like some underhandedness go on with the drinking competition, for Constitution. Well, not for Constitution. Constitution if you were drinking normally. But since Kythos is going to be making them less strong, he is going to have to roll a sleight of hand in order to pour like a convincing less strong drink. So,
All right.
I will first. Kythos, do you want to go ahead and cheat for this round?
Yeah. Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Welcome to the club, brother.
Ah,
Another nat 1,
another
baby.
nat-
Let's
another nat
go.
one.
Oglar is
it's
going to
over.
roll a perception.
Oh, he's definitely seeing this shit.
He met.
Unless he... I was about to say, unless he also
he
rolls a
met it.
nat 1.
Yeah, so it's going to be a roll off.
That's amazing.
We're both going to roll again.
I like the idea that he just like sees you fucking like cheating and is just like,
Oop.
okay, doesn't even think about it.
He got a 16.
Oh, that was my drink. That was while I was watching the competition.
He got
That
a
was for me.
16. What'd you get?
I got a 13.
So he clocks that you're like trying to fill up one of the mugs with water or whatever, and he says, "Hey, Pete, who's the new guy?" And he gets up and like the table starts to splinter as he like puts his hands on the table. Is this guy gonna try and screw me over? And he looks to you and Pete, Kythos.
That was my drink. I was gonna get a little something while I was watching you guys.
And he takes his hand, he shoves you. It's like, how about you keep the sauce off the job? This is important business, buddy.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
And he like clutches his fist again. He goes to sit down. Extra strong for both of us.
You got it.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I don't want to drink like a drink.
I mean, who would? Am I right?
Right. I want to like enjoy this as much as you are. So I move to like the fist bump Oglar.
Oglar is he's like seething, and he doesn't see you put your hand up to fist bump because he is eyeballing the tavern, like the bar. Kythos, you feel like the strongest stare on your back as this happens.
What is Roland? What is your sleight of hand modifier?
It's +4.
Okay. I have to be the one to do this. I can't.
Yeah.
Have another.
I'm across the fucking room. I'm eyeballing some
Ron
bulges
is
right now.
he's about to fondle some people.
All right. Well,
I want to say, I'm a pretty strong individual. I think I can take my drinks.
So,
Just- If
all right.
as you pour these drinks,
I have a strong constitution.
So you pour like 2 cups of regular ale, but as per Oglar's request, he wanted them to be extra strong. So Pete takes like a little ladle. He scoops 2, he scoops a scoop out of each tankard, and he fills up the rest with some rum. He's like, and then he looks to you, Kythos, and he's like, Kythos, what are you doing?
Listen, I will explain later. We're trying to help save the fucking continent. I will explain everything to you later. As your humble employee, and
I'm trying to save my fucking life, dude. This guy's gonna kill me.
you need to see the forest through the trees. I will explain it to you in due time, Pete.
I can't see the forest through fucking Oglar's fists, Kythos. Can you just please do this for me, please?
I will absolutely do it for you, but I just need to understand that we are the last resort. Don't mention that name to anybody. We have taken on people 5,000 times his size. Literally, we've killed a fucking underground cavern snake before that was like riddled with roses and thorns.
It was a
and
rose
shit.
cobra.
It was a rose cobra, yeah. So people like Oglar are fucking pushovers. Trust me. We know what we're doing. We've saved many of people just like you. Have you heard of Halfgore, the great writer?
Of course, I've heard of Halfgore. He's an incredible blog poster.
Halfgore would not be alive to write another blog if it weren't for our team.
Roll a persuasion check.
Why persuasion? It's facts.
Facts.
You got to persuade this man. He is afraid.
17.
He like calms down a little bit, and he's like,
I
"Listen,
need you to trust me,
Listen,
Pete.
man. I can trust you just enough. All right, I will trust you just enough. Just please let me pour the drinks."
All right. You can go ahead.
Okay.
But I need you to understand that my buddy here, Pyrite, needs to be successful here for the good of humanity.
Listen,
For the good of all species.
Mm-hmm.
I say, having not heard any of this, and just
all right. Well,
is a common
next time
Bartos.
around. Next time around.
All right. I owe you one.
So, Kythos, you take this, these 2 drinks, these 2 tankards out to the table. Mm-hmm. All the while, like Oglar, like his beard is like curling up in rage, and you see a huge vein pulsating in his forehead as he looks at you. He's just.
I've heard that this quality of rum can help ease down the stressors of drinking competition. So this may actually be a good thing for you, Oglar.
It hasn't worked so far. How about if this drink works, I won't break 2 of your ribs.
Well, I got plenty of ribs for consideration, but you'll be totally fine. Don't worry. All right,
I've got plenty of other
competitors.
ribs.
Perfect. So
Let's
I'll
have a
have
good-
the Lot's choice.
All right, competitors, let's have a fair, clean drink-off. Pyrite, are you ready?
I don't know how you know my name.
Mr. Sir, are you ready?
Sure.
And Mr. Big Tough Guy over here, are you also ready? I heard your name was Oglar from the fellow patron.
I don't know how you know my name.
Did anybody catch that? Or is that just an exchange between them?
All right, well, if you're both ready, on your marks, get set, and chug.
Chug that shit.
All
Sorry.
right, yeah. I want to Badland chugs it.
All right. Arklar's gonna roll with advantage. Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
All right, since it's just the round one, you have to pass a 12. You have to pass 12.
All right. Just a Constitution saving throw, or just a regular
Constitution
Constitution?
saving.
Sorry, I didn't catch it. You said saving?
Saving throw, yes.
Okay.
I have not watched Badland shows
All right,
in a while.
21.
Ooh, shit.
Right, so you down this, like, Oglar, he's a fairly sturdy fella. But you put yours down, you feel like it's not like the best ale in the world. It's probably equally as much as of water as it would have been if Kythos had poured it.
Yeah.
But like that rum is like some bootleg, like toilet water, fucking nasty stuff, and it hits your throat and it's like fire going down. But you're able to push on past it and down your drink, just as Oglar does the same. Your cups come down onto the table both at the same time. While the drink off is happening, everyone's eyes are on the drinkers. Leaves a perfect opportunity for.
How about an applause for our two competitors? Give it up to these two fellas.
As everyone goes up to cheer, Roland, go ahead and roll a sleight of hand.
With advantage, right?
Those are for the drunks. These captains haven't been drinking.
Okay, all right. Sleight of hand. Let me make sure. I think the why can't I find it? The gloves of thievery. Gloves of thievery. That's +5. Sleight of hand. Okay, I'll just mentally add +5 to whatever I'm about to roll.
Okay.
18 then.
All right. So you're able to get this man's coin purse off his body. In it is 30 gold.
Sweet.
Oh.
I will take that and then dip into the crowd. I don't know if I want to risk the other one. Although I probably should. You know what? Nah, I'll do it.
So as Kythos says, "Give it up!" Everyone cheers, and the second round will start to roll up.
Yeah.
Kythos,
I want to
roll back. What was up?
I was going to say, I want to look at Oglar before we go. Just go, that really helps a lot after a stressful day. You have a lot of stress today, Oglar?
You wouldn't even know it. Too much of these deals. My dad. Timberborns.
Yeah.
And you see, it's like, and he still looks to one of his captains, and he's just like, Frederick, give me another bowl. And Frederick like goes behind the bar and takes one of like the clay bowls. He hands it over to Oglar. Oglar just like turns it to dust in his hand.
Man. Yeah, no, I feel that. I've had trouble with my dad too.
I don't care about your dad. I don't think our problems collide at all. Does your dad make you deal with having to put up with these fucking out-of-towners trying to come into our place, trying to come into our docks with their fucking stupid deals and their stupid contracts?
Yeah. I mean, have you...
Where are those drinks?
All right, let's get those drinks ready for round 2. Let me hear it for our competitors.
Yeah. And Swabby is like, hey, let's go, pirates! Yay! Let's kill 'em!
I mean, drink him under the table. And he is still absolutely toasted.
Pete, our competitors are thirsty.
Pete's just like, yeah. So Pete is gonna be able to roll with advantage because he is able to prep the drinks. He has a little bit more experience than you. He is going to roll
Honorary last resort member.
a sleight of hand.
Oh shit. Pete, I love you, buddy. You're the best manager I could ever ask for.
All right.
And Pete put the poison in Oglar's drink. He fucking died.
Puts
Oglar-
poison in both our drinks, kills us.
Guys, you're not gonna believe this. So Pete rolled a 15.
Oh my.
Oglar rolled a nat 20.
Oh, y'all are dead. See ya.
As Pete is pouring this, Kythos, you don't even like realize it's happening, but from the bar, you see a giant hand reach across the bar and grab Pete by the neck. He goes,
Oh my fucking god! Like Homer Simpson grabbing Bart. Fucking. Oh my god.
and very slowly, he's like raised up like 7 feet into the air.
Holy shit! That's taller than I am.
And Oglar like towers over the bar, looking down at you, Kythos, then shifting his eyes up to Pete. He's like, I thought you said it was going to be a fair competition. Now tell me, why are you trying to fill this man's cup with apple juice?
Well, I mean, we're just giving a little. They call it.
Heard
They call it
enough
a. They call
from
it a
you.
tincture.
And he looks up to Pete. You're gonna do this right. But you're gonna have to do it with one hand. And he takes his other hand and he grabs Pete's left, and he just like twists it, and you hear bones shatter as Pete just like screams out with the little breath that he has left, and his hand is swollen, immediately turning red and purple, and it's bent all other sort of ways.
This is definitely the moment I pickpocket. Just
no,
for later.
No. Can I use the boof on Pete? I don't know if that will help his broken hand.
You're gonna have to wait for something to happen, brother.
Okay.
But Pete is then like Oglar drops Pete and he lands like just screaming as he clutches his left wrist as it dangles limply at his like off his arm. And Rolando, you said you wanted to pickpocket while he's screaming.
No.
Everybody in the room turns to see like the injury and the screaming. That's the immediate moment I know I'm yoinking that shit.
Good roll.
All right, sleight of hand and then additional +5. It's fucking like 26. Like this shit just like magically levitates into my pocket.
Yeah. So yeah, you get another coin purse with 30 gold.
That's fucking actually insane. I'm gonna like as soon as I get that, I'm like dipping way the fuck away from them, so it's like they didn't ever even see me.
Mm-hmm.
I give Pete a rag cloth to bite down on, basically to scream basically, and I'm like, Pete, you need to rest up. I will take it from here. I will address this wound as soon as I deliver the round 2 drinks.
As you say that, Oglar like looks at you, Kythos. He's like, I don't trust you. You've already shown to me your true colors, and it's
Listen
not
here,
just
buddy.
blue.
Hey, listen here, buddy.
No, listen to you, and he grabs you.
No, wait a minute.
It's like I'm
Okay.
listening, and as you feel like
There ain't no other bartender here to serve the drink.
I see a perfectly fine bartender. You can serve drinks with one hand, right, Pete? And he looks down at Pete, and Pete's like nodding, like, I could pour.
All right, I guess that I'm not going to be serving the drinks then.
You can hold the glasses, but that's it. Any more meddling, underhandedness, or any sort of tricks could be gutted and thrown into the bay.
In the back of my mind, I think of Guiding Bolt, and I say, no, now's not the time. Remember what Pyrite said about not killing this man. And I go, of course, yes, carrying the drinks right away.
And he shoves you, Kythos, against the wall. You take, hold up. Take 1 damage.
All right. Go to 31 to 30. Ouch.
And Oglar goes back over to the table, sits down, looks at you, Pyrite. Like, you wouldn't happen to know either of those 2 clowns behind the bar, would you? And would you know why they're doing all this? More of a white-collar man, I see.
Right. More in management.
Waste management.
I think, from what I've heard, you happen to be in a very similar role. All of the stress that comes with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know about the Timberborns. Not surprising.
Mm-hmm. You're quite well known, yeah. I do have to say, I feel like your show of anger right here, I don't think you're quite angry at these bartenders. I think you're actually angry at the outsiders that you were talking about earlier. I think you really wish that you could have broken their arm instead.
Roll a performance check with advantage.
Okay, an 8 and a 9.
He kind of looks at you again. He's like, "You trying to get in my head?"
No, not at all. Just making conversation.
Well, how can you make conversation with our mouths full of drink, Pete? Where are those next rounds? And so Pete is like, his hand is kind of wrapped up in like a bar cloth, in like a fakes, in like I would say the Kythos you fashioned like a sling or something for him to put his hand into.
I wear many hats behind the bar. Nurse, barkeep, helper.
I mean, I can also.
Strangled.
If you really want to, you can use the boof on him.
I will. I just
probably
just
should.
I would have to say his bones in his hand are like completely shattered.
Just as a numbing agent.
Okay, all right.
If you stick it up his ass, it'll be more powerful.
Yeah, Pete, you're gonna have to see a mage or a doctor about getting that surgically mended, but this will numb the pain at least.
And as you do that, like the tears in his, like he stops like being red in the face, and like you can see he's less dizzy from the shock of having his entire hand disintegrated. And he looks at you and he's like, "Kythos, we gotta be so careful. I don't want to die."
If anything goes south, trust me, me and my fellow Last Resort team members will take care of it.
Oh, okay. But here are the drinks, Kythos. Just take them over. I need to sit down.
All right. I grab the 2 drinks, quickly bring them over to our enthusiastic competitors.
Before you even set down the plate, Oglar grabs both of them. He swaps them around. It puts Pyrite's drink in front of him. How about a little bit of fairness, huh?
I'm fine with that. They're both equally.
See if you're still pouring the same for him as you are for me.
They're equally potent, and let's have a clean and fair match. Are you all ready, my competitors?
Ready.
On your
I'm
mark,
ready.
get set, chug.
All right, you have to pass a 14. Oglar got a natural 20.
Oh my god.
These guys are
Constitution
High rolls.
save.
Yep.
16.
nice.
So you just barely pass this. That last round was starting to catch up to you, just barely. But you're able to down this one pretty thoroughly. And Kythos, you go back to the bar. And Merlon, is there anything else you want to do?
I want to be on standby in case Pyrite or Kythos are like about to get jumped. So I want to have like my blade at the ready just in case like a fight breaks out, because I see like Oglar getting a bit aggressive and whatnot.
I wink at Roland, and I appreciate that, you know, he's looking out for us, basically.
Yeah, like I want to have like my knife drawn at the ready so that if he goes to like grab Kythos again, like I can be there to basically hopefully put a stop to it in some form. I have an idea, like I want my hand on the knife, but I also have another idea in case that doesn't work. But that's just to know, that's like my I'm telling you, like I'm prepared for a situation to break out, so I want to kind of be at the ready, like I'm anticipating it, whether it happens or not.
I also want to say that with this next round of drinks, I am going to try sleight of hand.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You will get advantage.
Okay.
Because Pete is still technically helping you.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Well,
18 or
hold on.
15.
Oglar's
I'll take the 18.
Oglar's going to make his perception check.
Hold up. Before he makes his perception check, I just want to ask, are we allowed to have snacks in between these drinks?
You asking that to Oglar?
I'm asking that to Oglar. What's the rules of this? Are we allowed to have some snacks?
If you're hungry, sure.
All right. Actually, I think I am. And so I want to pull out one of the coconut pies, which I know are his favorite.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. As you pull out one of the coconut pies, like Oglar just like his eyes widen. And he's just like, and what is that? Is that like a whitefish pie? Is that like a shredded wheat pie?
No. Yeah, I mean you'd think so, but it's I want to lean in close. So he goes like it's coconut. Actually, I know it's well, it's not really above board. Don't really tell anybody, but I have a connection.
Pirate, roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Five. And,
Or
16.
Oglar like looks to you. You see like the very, very slightest edge of a smile come on his face.
Come on his face.
With that homosexual rigmarole.
This is what I'm talking about.
And Oglar looks to you, Pyrite, and he's just, you know what? I don't know who you are. I don't know what brought you here. I don't know how these clowns behind the bar are trying to get at us right now,
Mm-hmm.
but I like you.
You know what?
You mind if I have a slice?
I think I like you too. You know what? I want to like open up my bag and show him the other pies. Is like, actually, I have another coconut one. Don't eat that one. I want to point to the sand one and go, that one's sand flavored. That's for me later. But you can have this other coconut one if you want.
And when you pull out the second whole pie, Oglar, like, he leans back and he's just like, oh. Fellas, and he looks around. We're gonna take a little siesta on this competition. I've suddenly become quite peckish. And I think I'm going to enjoy
Peckish.
this pie. And he's like, Fred! Fork! And Fred, like, runs behind the bar and, like, just, like, rummages around and grabs, like, some silverware and brings it over. And he takes this pie from the bag. And he leans back and he starts eating it. And he looks to you, Pyrite. He's like, so, you seem like you're really interested in what I do. Now, just from how you carry yourself, and just how you can hold your drinks, and just how you are in general. You maybe want to join the Timberborns or something, man?
You know, I've thought about it. I've looked at the benefits, talked to Anais. I think I'll be putting in my application soon, but I still have a few loose ends that I need to tie up with some other people that I'm working with.
Listen, man. I mean, from what I can see, you'd be perfect material.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And with this, we have some deals going on. And, if those go through, we're going to be in a good place. And if you roll an insight.
Fucking liar.
2.
What do you say?
Whatever you say.
Yeah, no. I'm not giving you nothing for that one, bud.
Yeah. I mean, I remember that, like, Anais had told us that Oglar actually doesn't want the deal to go through.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just keeping that in mind.
So, I don't know. If you want to join the Timberborns, cool. You, as of right now, you basically got the blessing of Oglar Timberborn. Worth its weight in gold.
Yeah. No, and I think that's great. I really appreciate that, man. You one thing that I'm just a little bit concerned on. You mentioned earlier that there's this outside group that's coming in, and you don't seem to like them.
He, like, holds his fork really still for a second. You're like, it's almost enough to ruin the taste of this pie. And he takes another scoop. But we're dealing. The deals that are going to go through are with these phony fools known as the waxworms. If you join up with us, you'll hear a lot more about them, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I've heard a little bit about them already. And I got to be honest, I'm with you. I don't like these guys that much. Like you seem very above board guy. Like, you seem you don't like people cheating you, and somebody tries to water down your drink, you break their arm. That seems like fair, but these
I would say
waxworms.
so, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, yeah. These waxworms, they don't handle themselves in that way. They let innocent people get hurt, and I just personally I can't stand for that.
Well, I mean, I don't really care about innocent people getting hurt. I mean, if you screw me over, you screw me over, and then you kind of deserve it. But
Right. No, those who deserve it deserve it.
Bro.
I'm talking about, like, you don't just go into a bar and like break the guy's hand before he tries to water down your drink.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, it's just they're trying to get their way in. They got a whole bunch of sway, power, relics. Old whiskers. My dad. It's trying to get in their good graces for whatever reason.
Yeah. And have you told your dad how you feel about it?
No matter what I feel about it. When my dad, the head of the Timberborns, when he gets in his mind about a plan, it's not over until it's over. I'm just there to push the ship along. Right. So if I have to sit in the back and watch more of these dealings go on with these waxworms, I just gotta do it. Right?
I don't know about that. I think your dad knows that one day you and Ananias are going to be taking over the Timberborns someday, pretty soon. And I think it would really, if you show initiative and you say, "Hey, Dad, I don't believe in this. I don't think we should be doing this," that, I think he'd respect that. You see that as leadership.
You think me standing up for possibly the biggest development of Timberborn history is going to give me buy-in from my dad?
I think standing up will. I think this deal isn't going to be as good for you guys as you might think it is. And I think your gut already tells you that.
But why do you say that? This is going to help us push out the letters of the River District. It's going to help us curry our influence into the University District. And then, when it's all said and done, if we can keep up with the black market, all the relics that they're going to be bringing in is going to come to us first. So.
Yeah. But do you really think it's going to be your influence? Do you really think that the waxworms are going to share their power? I want to move up my arm and show off the Rose of Domination. Say the waxworms, they use this on a town, and it led to one of my friends dying. They just took over the minds of an entire group of people just because it made them a profit. I don't think that's the ideals that the Timberborns stand for. And I don't think they're going to let you stand in the way when they want more power.
So you already knew about these waxworms?
Yeah, I've had experiences.
And you didn't think to bring that up beforehand. You don't strike me as somebody that's in this kind of line of work full time. What's your game?
Well, look, my game right now is just to make sure that people stay safe. And having Waxworms Invader on is keeping people very unsafe.
All right.
Now, I forget. I know Anais was supposed to give us a letter of his approval. I forget if we ever actually got that.
I think he did make a writ.
Okay, and that should be something that we have.
It should be, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna hope that I'm the one in the group who has it.
We can just say for the sake of this, you
I
have it.
don't, yeah, I'm gonna say I don't think I would have had that on me.
Yeah,
like,
me
at
neither.
all.
I'm gonna say, we're not the only one who thinks this. I want to hand him the writ from Anais.
So, when you hand over this writ, Oglar takes it. He puts it behind his right shoulder. Fred takes out a knife, cuts open the writ, and he takes it back and he opens it up. He's like, And as he reads the note, like, you see, like, his brow goes from furrowed to unfurrowed to extremely furrowed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just, like, in utter disbelief of what he's reading. He folds it up, puts it on the table, slides it back over to you. I didn't know that Anais was this strongly enveloped in and actually aligned with me for once.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was just biding his time till the deal went through. But he sent you all to convince me.
Yep.
That's right.
Well,
Yes.
well. I think we're gonna need another round. Pete, pour us up everything that you've got. And Pete, like, gets up from sitting down. He's like, yeah, yes, of course. And starts pouring up drinks. And Oglar goes up to you, Pyrite, and he's like, you know what? This. I don't know if it's the pie getting to my head, if it's the drinks finally catching up to me, but I feel like the wind is blowing in the right direction. I think that if we can finally get a little bit more of a push to get these waxworms out, we're going to see the Dock Ward change for good.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
I'm thinking to myself from like 100 feet away.
Right. And I know that, for the plan, you all were going to give the contract of Aranath to the waxworms, but I think by refusing to give that contract away, by helping Aranath get away, that'll really seal that you're not submitting to them.
Right. Well, listen, we're gonna have this deal come tomorrow with the waxworms. It's all gonna be there. And as he's talking about this, Pete comes over with like a big tray, like kind of balanced up on his shoulder, of like full tankards of ale.
Mm-hmm.
And Oglar takes like as many as possible, passes it around to his crew, to whoever, to y'all.
Sweet.
And he's like, well, with this meeting and with tonight, I think we can finally say, and I can be truthful when I say, fuck the wax worms! And everyone raises their tankards up, and they're like, fuck the wax worms!
Fuck the wax worms!
I can drink to that one. Cheers to that.
Everyone just starts chugging, like the music starts up again. Like it's all good. Swabby, he's like dancing with Oglar, like shoulder to shoulder. But you guys are all like taking in everything. Anything specific y'all want to do as this party is kind of going on?
I'd like to get my paycheck for the night from Pete.
Okay.
Yes.
So Pete,
shattered arm.
Pete, like he is basically just he's turned on the keg, like to a very slow trickle, and is just letting cups fill up, and people take them away. As he leans back over the bar and just kind of like breathes laboredly.
How's that boof healing you up, buddy?
Well, I still can't really feel my hand.
Oh,
It's,
don't worry about that. A local mage will be able to realign those bones in a jiffy, no problem.
Buff out the scratches.
I mean,
Fine.
do you think you can? You seem like you're like a healer type, right? And he holds out his hand, and it looks like if you filled up a plastic bag with like water and put bones in them.
Oh my god.
I do have I don't tell him this, but I got a +5 in medicine. I could try and see what I can do. Being out at the high seas, you kind of learn a lot in terms of, healthcare.
This is gonna end horribly as well. That one.
I'm gonna kill the guy, basically.
Here it comes.
So you're saying roll medicine?
Yeah.
25.
25.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
you're able to.
That's a D20, by the way.
Yeah, D20.
Actually, like somehow make a good splint for him.
So Pete, this is metatarsal number 1. This is 2 and 5, and then this is your phalanges, and that's where that goes. There you go.
And you're
Actual
kind of
medical
like just like poking his blood bag of a hand and like rearranging them all into place, and then you kind of like sandwich it in between like two like planks of plywood and tape them down.
It will heal naturally within like 2-3 weeks. You'll be fine.
And you know for a fact that it won't. if he does not actually go to a mage to get this thing set.
But I will say, just to make sure that your cast is forming properly, you're going to want to see a mage. I did everything that I could, and believe me, I did. But I'm glad to help out tonight. Could I get a little something for the road in terms of financials for the last resort?
I could probably pay just a regular busser's fee.
Sure. Anything helps.
And like he like gingerly rummages around behind the bar. He takes out like a jar and he shakes out 3 gold coins.
Thank you very much, Pete.
Like,
this is very kind.
Of course, yes, of course.
And good luck to your hand. Hopefully it heals. Make sure you see a doctor about that.
I will try to after I clean this place up. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do much with this.
I take the 3 gold pieces. I walk over to Pyrite. I give it to him, and I say 139 to go, buddy.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Thank you, bartender, who I have never met before today.
No problem.
And Agor looks over. He's like, Pyrite, that guy's using your name quite a lot. Do you know him?
Oh,
I
it's
think so. Did you go to Cloud Cradle High? I say, knowing it was an all dwarf school.
I think I was an exchange student over there. It was a really good education I got over
That's
there.
it. That's it. Kythos. Yes, we were in history together.
Roll deception with advantage. Go ahead.
Okay.
Which
wait,
one of us?
Pyrite or me?
Either or.
Who has better deception? I got where's my deception?
I got a +0.
I got +2 if you want me to do it. Okay, I'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah, you go ahead.
19 or 11. I'll take the 19.
These guys are drunk fools right now, so they're like, oh yeah, exchange student.
Professor Oobla, our favorite professor ever. So educational, so good.
Blah,
Oh, blah.
blah.
But anyways, a great drinking competition. I could not give enough props to you guys. I really should can I reclass in this campaign and turn into a thief and just fucking loot the last 139
Oh, that's
gold?
my bit. That's my bit. That's my bit. Fuck off. I literally got 60 gold this session, and Pyrite managed to do literally all the story progression.
It's gonna take 20 sessions of me bartending to pay back.
I just got 60 gold, so I don't know.
That's great for you, Mister Financially Wealthy.
All right, let's say that Roland and Kythos meet up, and I show him the gold coins just to be like, look at what I made in 3 seconds or 30 seconds.
Hey, that's great, buddy. Good for you. Good job.
Yeah. Perhaps I could be persuaded to give it to you for a trade, of course, or something. I don't know. What do you have that I want?
Let me look at my backpack. Hang on.
Probably nothing.
You can have a
Out of the
an ivory pipe.
Out of the kindness of your heart.
Yeah, literally. You could have fucking rope, rations, a tinderbox.
Wow, $60 rations. Fuck.
No, I'll make the money some other way. I guess I'll figure it out. But thank you for the offer.
Roland's that motherfucker to be like, hey, can you Venmo me $2.75 for those mozzarella sticks?
Yep. True.
I'm really pulling for Princess Shamashir to reward the last resort with some.
My first thought was I could give him 60 gold to call dibs on the next magic item, but there's no guarantee that would even happen, nor would it be a magic item that I would want, So I'm not doing that.
Nah,
I was waiting to use that gift somehow.
Wait, let me see.
I couldn't think of a context, and I somehow created one.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh man, times are tough here in the bar.
All right.
What do you mean times are tough? All you got to do is drink your cares away. Kythos, join me on the table. We're about to do a jig.
All right, I'll do a jig with you. Just one.
Can I join for the jig?
Of course you can join for the jig.
What do I need to roll to dance?
Performance check.
All right, I'm about to hit this dance floor.
I'm gonna dance
13.
like Mary Poppins.
Swabby rolled a 17.
Damn. 17,
One.
13. Get fucked.
Kythos gets up on the table, steps on his tail, and immediately falls.
Oh. You guys go on ahead. I think I might be a little wasted here.
Roland and Swabby, they're doing a jig up on the table. They're fucking breaking it down.
Yeah, I'm dancing with them.
So the music's so loud. Like the guys that have it's like a little hand accordion, like a harmonica and the lyre, and they're just like. I want all of y'all to roll an investigation check. Or a perception check, pardon me. Whichever
Damn
one.
it! I already rolled. Can I redo it? Because my perception has +4,
No,
or should I just call this a 14?
Add your +4 to whatever you rolled.
14.
I got a 5.
14
I
or
see
5.
shit.
What am I seeing in the 14?
This guy's gonna roll. Did not roll too well. So
Sweet.
you guys see one of the people that was drinking in the bar, like kind of moving towards the door while all of this is happening, and like quickly start to slip away.
Hey, there's some nondescript person slipping away over there. Come on, gang, let's go check it out.
We didn't let that slide for Halfgore, and we're not going to let it slide now.
It could be Halfgore for all we know.
It's Halfgore
It
again.
very well could be.
I can smell his bitch ass from a mile away.
Halfgore!
swear, it's not me.
All right. Well, if there's any hint of a Halfgore around, we have to investigate. So, yeah, we're following that.
Well, as you guys are going to leave, Swabby kind of stands in your way. He's like so red in the face. He's like, "Oh, come on, guys! There's still a lot of the party left. Oglar's about to do a triple fist of ale."
No. This is important. When we have one of these compulsive desires to chase somebody, it always ends well. So sorry, but we're gonna have to pass for the rest of the night. But you enjoy yourself.
And Oglar comes up from behind, and he's like, "Come on, guys, don't you want to join in? I think I've had probably..." And he holds up his fingers. 1, 2,
Sound it out.
two and a half kegs.
Fucking
Just by myself. All double strength. And he looks to you, Pyrite. All double strength.
Oh, believe me, yeah, I've been drinking what you're drinking, but you know what, Oglar? I think I'm gonna have to give it to you.
What?
I can't.
You mean the other pie? Did you finish yours? Did you finish that pie?
Yeah,
Give it to me.
you can take the other pie.
He pushes you aside and he goes to your bag. And he
No, not the sand one.
He's eating the sand pie.
No.
He's too drunk. He doesn't even care.
All right, all of my pies are now gone. Let me remove inventory.
Oh, this one doesn't taste that good, guys.
It's just undercooked.
Oh, Fred, give me a torch. I'm gonna cook this thing. And he walks back over to the middle of the mosh pit. And what the fuck? What's that? So you guys are going after this person that left?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So as you
Yeah, it
guys
could be helpful.
leave this building, and you go out into the night, you see this person like running down the street and around the corner much faster than what you would normally expect somebody to be running at. And with the distractions that you had in the bar, they're already like kind of far away. And as you look down this street, like it's kind of cleared out, like you've been into that bar a little while. So the night is clear. You hear footsteps, and they grow more and more distant as time goes on. And with that, I think we'll end tonight's session.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's crazy how the session was only like an hour and a half, yet this one felt like fairly jam-packed given everything we did. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's
I enjoyed
crazy.
myself
It's crazy when
thoroughly.
It's crazy when you go on the when you start getting a little bit of story bits fed to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was fun.